welcome back to Hoarder's Heart. On this episode, we're going to be doing When a Hoarder Tries the KonMari Method Part 5. If you're new to my channel, thanks so much for stopping by and checking me out. I'm a hoarder. I explain how my hoarder mind works, but I don't show my identity, and I put the sunglasses on and put the phone in front of my face because I'm still feeling a little too vulnerable to be like, hey, it's me. I'm the hoarder. Here's all my crap. But back to episode 5 of the KonMari Method. Today we're doing books. Okay. So here's the thing when you're a hoarder with books and paper and all that stuff. I have so much of it scattered everywhere. There is some scattered in like the master bedroom. There's some in the playroom. There's some in the bedroom. There's even some in the kitchen, and there's some in the living room. And you know what? There's a lot in the basement that I don't even know where it's at. So I'm going to gather as many books as I can find. And I'm really going to be focusing on like the first floor where it's like the main living area, because like the basement's kind of like the forgotten land of crap. So I'm mostly going to make sure that I pull all the books that are on this first floor. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I'm definitely going to include the kids' books in this because they have way more than I do. And while I was listening to the audiobook, it actually says, even though they're nice and neat and you can read all the titles, she still wants you to pull every single book out and hold it and, see if it sparks joy. So, all right, we're going to pull this one out, and then we're going to pull the Playroom books out, which has way more. Okay, guys, so here's the Playroom, and here's the section where the books are. Yeah, it's getting out of hand, and I'm kind of looking forward to pulling all this out and decluttering it because it's a lot. It's a lot, and it doesn't look nice. So, all right, let's start pulling them all out. Okay, this is in the living room, and this is a beautiful built-in bookshelf next to the fireplace that my husband has built for me 2 years ago. Isn't it really nice? It has so much potential. But look, like there's some photo books up there. There's some pictures in there, and it's not being utilized the way it should. This could be so pretty. And I get upset because he works so hard on it. And I'm like, oh, only if I was nice and organized and I didn't struggle with hoarding, I could make this beautiful. But right now, for me, I can make this beautiful. I'm not going to use that line anymore. I am going to make this pretty. So for now, I'm going to pull out all these photo books. And then, yeah, I'm going to try and my best to make this look nice for the book edition anyway. Okay, guys, here we are. We're in the basement. Definitely the most hoarded part of my home. And here is where a hoarder is going to run into some problems with the whole KonMari thing. I know that there are books in here somewhere. There are college books in here. There are, I don't know. There's books. And it's a little overwhelming showing you all this, but that's all right. Is that books over there? Oh, I think those are books over there. Okay. So I think I see something with knitting over there. So there's a book. But here's the problem that I'm having with the hoarder. When you have to pull everything up, it's going to take me forever to find it. And I'm not in this basement yet. Like, I know there's college books. I know there's, I don't know, like older books. I don't know where they are. God help me. No. So this is where as a hoarder I'm going to struggle, and I keep saying I'm trying the KonMari method. Yes, I'm trying is the key word, because it's going to take me a few days, and I have a lot of books upstairs, and right now that is my main focus is the upstairs. So let me pull that one book that I see over there, and yeah, let's get started on this. Whew. Okay, guys. There it is. There's the pile. So, feeling a little overwhelmed. There's a lot going on here. I pulled every single kid book out. The photo albums are over there. And here's my books, which actually my books aren't really that bad, to be honest. I think because a lot of times, like a few years ago when we were financially struggling, I went to the library a lot. So I didn't really buy that many books in that time frame. The kids' books, on the other hand, they really piled up, even though we did go to the library too, just as gifts and book fairs and all of that, and I hardly got rid of any of the books. So, how do I feel as a hoarder? At first I thought I was gonna be okay. And then when I got to the book section of the kids, I was really like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to get rid of half of this. And oh my God, it brings back a memory of when they were little and sitting on the couch and reading to them. And I don't have that many pictures of me and them reading to them, maybe one or two. And I kind of wish I took more pictures and video. And I'm starting to wonder if hoarding is almost like a sensory thing, because I could take pictures of all of these books, but there's something, it's not the same in the sense that, I don't know, as a hoarder, it feels more comforting and more safe and eases my anxiety when I like hold it in my hands and feel the book and see it, and that just ignites the memory even more than a picture. But I'm working on that because I do have it all on video now, the actual things, and I also will have pictures of it. But I just want to say that for non-hoarders, it's not the same. Holding it and touching it and seeing it and turning the pages and almost experiencing it, I'm starting to wonder, I have to research that. I have to wonder if it's more of a sensory thing and if other hoarders feel like that. So, all right, guys, let's, where do I go? Up there, down there, up there. We'll go down here. All right, let's get started. All right, so let's get started with my books because it's a smaller pile. And I kind of divided them up already. Like right here is like kitchen cookbooks. Right here, this was just some crafting ones that I found in the basement. The ones that I had seen, that's what I had found. This, okay, how funny is this? I only own 2 cleaning books. That's all I own. Oh my gosh. Right over here is like basically like finances and learning about that. Up on this top one would be like healthy books, and then like down here is kind of like anxiety. This section right up here, this would be like my mommy kind of things. And then down here is like all of my notebooks and some of my journals. A lot of times I just journal in a spiral bound notebook. Over here would be like Christian faith, and same with this. That's kind of like miscellaneous when I didn't know what the heck to do with it. This, all right, here's gonna be the hard ones. Here's my journal no, this isn't journal. Well, yeah, this is actually where I do all the bullet journal entries in here, and also my calendar. So see, there's the debt snowball, and then it's also like a calendar as well. So I use this all the time. And you know what? Here's past ones. And guess what? Oh, here's like a journal that I don't even think I started writing in. Guess what? I'm going to have a hard time letting go of this. Yes. And I'm going to explain to you why. Do you see how old this is? I love this. Do you know how old this is? This is from college, like 2004. I kid you not. It's a student planner, 2004. And this, I'm going to explain my mind as a hoarder on this one. These will be hard to let go. Any of these little agenda books where I wrote everything in, or these journals for me, I'm not going to be able to get rid of it. I can tell you right now. And the thing that I'm going to struggle with, it's because, how can I put this into words? I'm trying to think how I can put this into words so people can understand hoarding. I look at this as like my personal history. this, I get to look back and I'll remember, the class, because I wrote when I was due and I wrote my hours when I was bartending and all these things. And it sparks these memories. And I need to actually physically hold it because I can't take pictures of every single page of this. That's daunting. And I need to it's like a sensory thing. I need to hold it and look at it, and it sparks these memories, and it makes me feel secure by keeping it. It's almost, and this is going to sound maybe obnoxious, it's almost like if somebody found the original notebooks of like Benjamin Franklin, and it was like, oh my God, we need to preserve it and put it in the Smithsonian. And I didn't say that right, Smithsonian. That's how my mind works. That's how I feel. Like, no, this is a precious artifact of my past, and I cannot let it go. Yeah, that's how my mind works at a hoarder. So I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to be able to get rid of these. This is not going to go. That's okay. And I'm sort of feeling like that with the books, because each of these also kind of tell where I was in my life. Like, the financial books, that makes me feel like when we were financially struggling and I was learning how to better our lives, and the cooking was when I first moved here and, becoming a mother, and I wanted to learn how to cook. And, this is when I was learning how to become, better with eating because I had bladder issues, and this is my anxiety, and so it each kind of tells a story. But I actually feel good about books. I think I can let go of some of these, but not the journals, and not, believe it or not, the little personal dates that have all kinds of information in it. So, okay, I'm going to speed up the dividing up process in this. Guys, so here's the key pile. I kept some of my books, and guess what? I did keep the 2 cleaning books for hope and inspiration. So I did keep that. And then guess what? Here's the discard pile. Hey, that's not bad. I'm a hoarder here. I'm pretty proud of myself. And a lot of them I'm thinking can help other people, because there's a lot of Christian books in here that I feel pretty good that, I got my use out of them, and I got the teachings, and I'm going to bring them to the spring sharing table, because that's at a church. And I feel good that I think maybe there's going to be another mom there who can really find some blessings in those books. And then there's a Joyce Meyer book that I want to give to my best friend who loves Joyce Meyer. There's somewhere in here, there's like a little crochet thing for my coat. Oh, okay, it all fell off. A little like crochet book for my coworker's daughter who started crocheting and likes doing that. So I'm feeling pretty good about this pile. All right, guys, so we're gonna move on to, okay, here we go. All right, guys, it's time to move on to the kids' books. I told you, I think I mentioned a little earlier that this is a little emotional for me, the kids' books. But one plus that I'm finding, again, it's like somebody's work, and now it has an attachment of when they were babies, and we always rocking them in the rocking chair and reading to them. But I think as long as I'm passing it along to another child, I can kind of let it go that way, in the sense that I'm giving another mother joy reading it to her little one. And the other cool thing that is, my best friend is helping out on this food bank, and she wanted me to collect like small toys and even small books and create a treasure chest, so that when the families come in and they have little ones, they can pick something out of the treasure chest. And of course, that fills my heart with joy, making a little one happy than it just sitting in a room doing nothing. So all right, I think I'm going to fast forward this part too, because I feel like if I don't with you guys, I will be an hour. I will be an hour giving you a story of Goodnight Moon and how he was little, and I rocked them and I read to them. It's going to take me an hour. You don't want to watch me. You don't want to hear my spiel for an hour. Oh my God. Okay. So, all right. I'm going to speed up and I'm going to start dividing. Woo! Halfway through. Oh my God. Okay. You know what I'm finding that is not a part of the KonMari method? I'm finding as a hoarder for me, I got to make quick decisions, because if I sit here and hold every book and ask if it sparks joy, it's giving me too much time to think of a story and a reason why to hold on to it. So when I was doing this, like the time lapse, it was a lot easier for me to just say yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, and almost not even think if it sparked joy or not. I don't know. For me as a hoarder, that's kind of what worked at this point. Sorting through the books was like quick decisions. But all right, y'all, let's keep going. Oh my God. So here's all the books that I was throwing on the floor that I was keeping. Oh my God, okay. All right. Definitely keeping a lot more than I was giving. Oh my God, okay. All right. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. Let's keep going. Okay, guys, so right now we have photo albums, and you know I'm a hoarder and they ain't going nowhere. I pulled these out because I'm trying to remember. I know photos for the Marie Kondo tidying up. I know photos is sentimental, right? And photo books I thought fell into books, but I feel like it's too early, but I grouped them into this video because I thought somewhere, I don't know if it was from the TV series or if I heard it in the audiobook, that you also pulled the photo album books out. So I did. I pulled them out. For this kind of video, though, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them back in nice and neatly, because there's no way I'm getting rid of photo books. I mean, you saw me hold on to baby books. Like, no, not now. That's not to say down the road, as I heal from my hoarding, I might be able to get rid of one or two. But here's something I'm guilty as a hoarder. Obviously, I didn't put any photos in this yet. I didn't put any photos in this one either. These ones do. These ones do have photos. I really need to get my my photo thing together and start printing them out. I used to be really, really good with printing them out. And then somewhere along the line, I kind of started falling behind in years, and now I don't even know where some of the pictures are. I mean, I want to say a majority of it's on my iPhone, and I think some might be on a hard drive, and yeah. So I really got to get myself organized with my pictures, because that's one thing that as a hoarder, I probably will never get rid of my photos. That I can probably guarantee that. At least for the next couple of years I can. All right, so let's just get these photo albums back. All right, guys. So here is my pile of discarded books. This is what's going out and being donated. And you know what? I feel pretty good about this. I really do. I feel good. Getting rid of this many books feels good with my hoarding, my anxiety, and I'm able to say goodbye and say thank you. Thank you, books, for being in our lives and hopefully making somebody else happy. And yeah, I do. I just wanted to show you guys the discarded piles, and that for me as a hoarder, this is good. This is a really good step in the right direction. So let's start putting those books away. Okay guys, so here's kind of what I got going on right now. I was able to put all the books back into the bookshelf, which looks good. I put that one picture there. This one, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with this empty one yet. I feel like I'm gonna finish this nice bookshelf when I'm in the living room for redoing it. But for now, I just concentrated on like books. And luckily these shelves are really deep where I could put 2 rows of the photo albums. So that ended up, I think, working out really good. So, all right, I think this looks good. So let's keep going. Okay, dokie. So here is this bookshelf, and this looks really good. It looks a lot better in this little corner that was starting to get a little cluttered. But the top looks a lot better. There's even a little bit of room in that basket to put a couple more books. But for the most part, I like how this comes out. I have to be mindful because I know the book fairs and all that kind of good stuff kind of brings the books in. So I have to be mindful that if we get a new book from the book fair or a gift or what have you, that we're going to have to, if we get one in, we're going to have to take one out. And that's the only way we can kind of keep this maintained. But all right, guys, you know what? I am going to wrap this video up. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I will catch you next time. Bye.